folks. If you hear an odd humming, there's something flying over. But anyway, I just took this truck for a drive. A lot longer drive than I meant to take. It was that good. It was really that good. Anyway, I'm surprised. I basically took it out just as a little shakedown to see uh, a few different things. I obviously wanted to see how well the transmission did and if it was pulling one way or the other, alignment, brakes. Of course, I know there's a back brake issue. However, on that drive, I never had it happen again. I've only had it happen once. And the one that locked up was the rear passenger. So I know which one it was now because I seen the skid mark on the gravel in the driveway up there. So I also wanted, when the guy had somebody else drive it recently in their move and whatnot, and he mentioned the guy that drove it thought it was a little sluggish. And one of the issues with the motor is it may be running a little rich because of that cam and the big carb and some tuning, all that. But anyway, he's worried the plugs were getting a little fouled up. So that was another thing I was looking forward to see how that felt. And just anything else, just making sure transmission felt good, power steering felt good. It ran good. It ran pretty good. I thought it's got decent power. It doesn't have a tach, so I don't know RPM range wise where I was, but this thing does have 308 gears, so that's good for what I want to do with it. Not the best for pulling, but so this transmission, well, let me flip you around and we'll just show you. Okay, I'm going to use a wide angle here. You can kind of see the whole truck in one picture. So I was saying, the transmission, I did feel the hubs. I was feeling if they were hot. I did put it in full drive up there and kind of turned it a little bit, and it was in full drive, backed up. Supposedly you're supposed to hear the hubs disengage right there on the end. I didn't hear them truck so loud. I can't. It's a little bit louder than I guess I like, and that's not even with the exhaust cutouts. It does sound good, but anyway, so I tested full drive briefly. I knew they had used it loading, unloading, as I'd mentioned before, but I just wanted to see for myself. But anyway, back to this transmission. I put some floor mats down in here that I had laying around just briefly. So this is I think the term's Muncie, I don't know, M465 4-speed manual. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know it's really bad to grind the gears in these if you do, so I'm being cautious not to do that. I'd watched a video on a guy that knew how to tear these down and rebuild them and all, and I think they're difficult to do, and he kind of laid out everything that was damaging to these transmissions or that would hurt them. But what I was getting at with the 308 gear is it's a 4-speed, but it has kind of a granny low, super low, a low. Let's put it that way. So you can start out in that gear fine, run down in first is second, and second is third, and third is 4 if you want to. Or you can start out in 1 and work it like a 3-speed, and it's might work a little better. With the 308 gear, it's a little tall. You gotta slip it a little bit on the clutch right there. But with the low, it's like almost a little too low. You pretty much got to immediately shift. So, that's just the way it is. They use the same transmission in the 3/4 ton and ton truck. So it's beefy. I mean, it feels like a, shifting. It's a good solid. Don't have a lot of play in it. Some of these get play in them. There's a way to fix that. But it felt good. The 4-wheel drive shifter, I didn't put it in 4 low. I probably should have, but I just tried the high and down just to see. Clutch feels good. The radio on this thing even works. Matter of fact, I mean, it came all the way from Nebraska. I turned it on, and it was perfectly on a station. It was playing music, and I was like, wow. So, I don't know. I can, yep.
Lower than low prices.
Oh.
When you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500.
Got a little staticky there. But anyway, keys came with this. Come back. Little GMC badge you put on there. Probably found somewhere. But anyway, I watched fuel gauge drop a little bit. That's great. But goodness, this thing, it drove good. It drove really good. I don't know. Have to slam that door. I want to say. Right. Let me start where my issues were. I didn't have a problem with the brake. Didn't tell you that. As far as the brakes go, I may have felt a slight warp in the front disc. In coming to a stop with very light braking, I thought I could feel it kind of, you know, a little pulsation there, maybe. But not enough to worry about. So that worked good. The sluggishness that he had noted might have been from the other person. I mean, I where I was at in the RPM range, but it felt like it had plenty enough power. I went up I went up and down 2 mountains. The main one over here, I did have to downshift. You know, I was in 4th gear or 3rd gear, however way you want to look at it. And yeah, I had to downshift going up it, but I mean, it was ready to go. I was a little concerned about the shocks because they look somewhat original, and those usually give out, and you get this kind of forever bobbing up and down feeling. But it didn't give me that feeling, so maybe the shocks are good. It's a little stiffer ride than I expected for half ton. It's kind of floaty, but it's kind of stiff too. If that makes any sense. Steering felt good. I got it up to 60 mile an hour at least. I may have hit 65, but I know I hit 60 by the speedometer, which is nice and smooth. It's not jumping around. Oil pressure, I didn't see it get below 30. The temperature stayed right in the middle, so that's good. You know, I can smell it's rich when I get out and idling. Of course, when you come to a stop, you can kind of smell it. I had the window down. I think I still got the window down. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it did better than I thought. I'm sitting here like, I don't know. I thought I was gonna have to dig in these back brakes immediately, and I don't see that that's gonna be a issue. Fronts feel good. He did say he thought the tires might need balancing. I didn't notice it. I said I got up 65. I did when I was coming down to make a turn a while ago. Somewhere around 40 mile an hour, I thought I felt it a little bit. So I thought, man, maybe right in there. Maybe that's what he was talking about. But I didn't feel anything that made me think the tires were flat spotted or flat, you know, anything like that. So, you know, that's good. I need to get hubcaps back on here. I'm gonna take those to the house with me. I clean them a little bit. That one, they're almost perfect except for that one. And you didn't see it in the other video. Let me just carry you over here. Got him sitting in the floorboard of my other truck here. But this top one is beat up a little bit there and around the edges. The rest of them, what I looked at, can see are really nice. So I don't know. I do know a place that I can get those, I think. So I don't know. It might be worth trying to, because the front, thank goodness it's the front. It doesn't have the GMC emblem on it, so it'll be universal between the GMC and the Chevy. So maybe I could just get one and then have a full nice set. So I'll look into that. But I'm still debating, like I said, cleaning these up. Going ahead and cleaning that up, and just, I need to figure out what color this white paint is. See if it's been painted before. There's a little run right there. But it would be, I don't know. I kind of like the dog dish hubcaps is what I'm getting at. So I don't know whether to try to clean these up and paint them and just do the dog dish and have the white, and with the white leather tire. Might look good. I don't know. It's just I have to buy those dog dishes, and that's going to cost me a little bit. So that might be down the road. It looks good with the hubcaps. I should just, well, I don't have to pull them back out. I was just going to clean them a little bit. I got some chrome polish at the house. I thought might try a spot on that bent up one first, see if it makes any improvement. It may not. They may be dulled too much, but who knows. Anyway, I guess that's your update. Like I said, day one with it here, and I wasn't planning on carrying it on drive. But man, I wish y'all could smell that. This thing smells just like the old ones we had, and the 2.5 ton C65s. It just, I'm glad of that. And it hadn't been, I smell no cigarette smoke. Look how clean that is. There's something back here in the back, some kind of keeper looking thing. Oh, if I can reach it, I have to get a screwdriver. It doesn't have a cigarette lighter plug in it, so that either, I guess I would assume it would have had one, so that's gone. But there was a CB radio or something there at one time, unfortunately. But yeah, I just keep going around it, investigating it, looking at it. It's just, it came here better than I thought. I was even looking at this seat a minute ago and thinking, could you take that somewhere and possibly have that kind of sewed back up? Of course, then you got these to worry about. But and the back part's nice. I know you can get these horse saddle blankets put on them. It'd be nice to just get one for the bottom, leave the back. But oh man. Anyway, well, I'm gonna leave it at that. I stopped here. I'm gonna check the tire pressures real quick. I just happen to have my air hose and compressor out, so going to check those, do that while I'm here, and I'm gonna put it in the shed, and that'd be that. I'd check all the lights. All the lights worked. I didn't check the blinkers and stuff though, which they're in the bumper on this model, but all the chicken lights worked. Brakes, yeah, it sounds like a drag racer going down the road. I mean, it sounds like some kind of hopped up muscle car, which is kind of cool, I guess, as being a truck. But you know, it's a full drive truck. It wasn't made to, you know, set a land record speed. But it's interesting. It definitely probably turn one head or two at a car show. That might be it, but who knows. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's gonna be dark here in a few minutes. Call it a day, but There it is. Tell me what to name it. It's the first red vehicle I've ever owned. They say you get pulled over more often in a red vehicle. I don't know what the statistics on that are, but maybe not. We'll see. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.